What up, YouTube? First of all, this is not gonna be like my usual format wherein everything's upbeat, handy dandy, and we try to make some very corny puns, but it's not gonna be like that. The topic today is what happened during the Shopee BlackPink meet and greet last night. This is gonna be from my perspective, from my experience. So I'll try to be as nice and as unbiased as possible. First of all, what did Shopee do? So Shopee, a few weeks back, actually had BlackPink invited to go to the Philippines for a meet and greet event. So it sounded awesome. Blinks were excited. Everyone was going crazy. Blackpink is coming. Oh my gosh. So, what are the mechanics? So, they actually had us register for Shopee, which I never had an account on Shopee before, but I did because marupok tayo doon. We bought Shopee uh, items. The goal is to spend as much as you can on the platform at this specific amount of time. If your orders push through, they will be counted. If you are part of the top 40, you get to have an exclusive meet and greet with Blackpink, an exclusive autograph signing with Blackpink. So the top 40 would get up close and personal with Blackpink and have something signed. That is a dream come true. Like in Korea, there's like a 1 in a million chance that happens. They do have fan meets everywhere, but you get like one raffle stub per album that you buy. And here, all you need to do is buy some useful stuff. If you're shopping smart, you can buy some useful stuff at home, and you'd still have a chance to go and meet Blackpink. That's amazing. So that's what we did. But the problem is, every week that they released the leaderboard, what happened was the leaderboard was outdated. The first leaderboard, I was there, so I got it. I got confidence that they were counting my score, but it was outdated. So yeah, sure, let's give them that. Maybe it's delayed. So the next leaderboard came in. The next leaderboard came in. It was always outdated. So my friends and I were saying, why are we not included? Why is, or even if the chance that we are included, our total numbers aren't the same on what we add up from our end. So it was really confusing. Everyone started calling Shopee. Everyone was started complaining. But I decided to just keep your head in the game. Just keep on buying smart. Keep on doing what needs to be done, because the deadline is still like until June 1. But you needed to purchase everything by May 25. So panic buying. We asked our friends, families, whatsoever, what did you need? Can we please buy it at Shopee? And that's what I did. Until like a few nights ago, they released top 40. They released the top 40, and counting my score, I should be there. But thinking that there's a huge chance that this is outdated, I checked on Twitter. People on Twitter were outraged that some people got disqualified. Some people were still not in the leaderboard, even though they bought hundreds and thousands of pesos worth of items. I don't know. And Shopee was just like, we're just gonna ignore you and just keep on promoting the event through other means, by contest or whatsoever. No hate on the contest, it's just fine, but us being ignored felt really, really annoying. uh, but and then it was like 3 days before they released a leaderboard that we should have been there, but as I said, it was outdated. Thinking that a few days later they'd fix it, they didn't. They sent out notifications to people. My first seat was at row A 15. That was like the first row behind the top 40. I was like, whoa, I was that close to the top 40. And then people who spent 7,000 pesos also got a ticket. People who spent like this much also got a ticket. Like, what the hell? Really? Because there are some people on Twitter who spend like 150,000 pesos, 105,000 pesos, 90,000 pesos worth, and they didn't get a notification. People were outraged on Twitter. So I was thinking, yeah, this needs to change, because I didn't know whether I deserved my seat or not, because 105,000, 90,000 is above me. So they should have a better seat than I do. My friend who spent like 3,000 pesos more than I did should have gotten like a better seat than me, but she was like 5 rows behind me. So that sucked. So what Shopee did, without any announcement, formal announcement, public announcement, they retracted all of the notifications from their app. So they basically got everyone's ticket away from them, and they sent them out again to their respective participants. So they tried to fix it by updating the leaderboard and whatnot, and learning who really did deserve to do it or attend the event. So when that happened, it got really crazy. Some of my friends who got tickets in the first place got their hopes up, and they actually weren't part of the 586, the top 586 who were meant to attend the Shopee event. So they got their hearts broken, false hope. So some of them were like expecting them to lose anyway. So people were like, yeah, sure, I didn't really expect to win. Like, there's other people who are deserving. Okay. And then there are some people who actually thought that, hey, what do you know? I really did deserve it. So they got their hopes up for nothing. So moving on to that, it was the night before the event. They updated the leaderboard again, and I was just asking. I wanted to know that if they were counting my expenses correctly, because I spent a lot of money on this. My friends and family spent a lot of money helping me out. So at the very least, if I'm going to lose, I might as well know that everything was accounted for fair and square. As long as it was counted for fair and square, fine. Because there are some comments on Twitter that their expenses were getting double. That's why they were on the leaderboard. Not sure if it was true, so I wanted to confirm it from Shopee's end. But alas, Shopee's CSR, who I talked to, the people who I talked to were nice. They were nice, but they were not helpful. They kept on saying the same thing over and over because the management said so, whatsoever. And I understood that, so I kept on asking if you could forward me or send me to someone who can do something. I know you're limited to what you can do, so please just forward me to someone. And it just ended up nowhere, and it ended up nowhere. There's one chat that was really unbelievable, that really pissed me off. It was the night before, and I chatted them, and they said that, okay, we'll get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. And I was like, the event is in less than 12 hours, because I was up until like 2 in the morning, and they were gonna hand out the tickets at 11 a.m. the day after. So man, are you kidding me? 24 to 48 hours, you're gonna get back to me if I really did deserve this seat or not? That was really annoying. So I just decided that, okay, fine, I'm just gonna assume that these people who are complaining are saying the truth. So just accept it, Zuri. Just accept it that you lost. So when I got to the venue, I redeemed my ticket. When I redeemed my ticket, I actually saw that I was 52. So okay, very far from 40. Okay, fine. That's out of the way. I'm good. I have a black ticket. I'm going to see BlackPink. I'm gonna see everyone, every other blinks, my co-blinks. We're gonna have a great time. Gigil na ako. But what happened was when the event started, they they let us in at 5 p.m. and they made us wait for like 2.5 hours. I think it was around 7:45 when Kring DMC came out to entertain the crowd. So the 2.5 hour wait, people were complaining about it. I won't complain about it because I completely understand. I go to concerts a lot, and I'm used to waiting before the show actually starts. I'm fine with it. Like, yeah, sure, just get everything ready. We're just inside the venue. We're just gonna chill. Sure, get everything ready. That's completely fine with me. So she went out. She got everyone hyped. Everyone sang along to "Kill This Love." Fan chant, screamed, went berserk, waved their light stick like left and right. Everyone was getting hyped. So it was the time of the night wherein BlackPink would finally come out. So when they came out, everyone went berserk crazy. So everyone was really entertained that they were really here. Everyone couldn't believe it because there are some blinks near me that couldn't go to their in your area tour concert back in February. I was fortunate enough to be there. So this was their first time seeing them, so some of them were holding back tears whatsoever. So they did their intro. Hi, I'm Jisoo, I'm Lisa, I'm Rose, I'm Jenny. So that was the basic thing for any K-pop acts. So yeah, we kind of expected that. So they did a raffle for like 4 or 5 blinks, not sure, to receive a prize. I think it was a signed CD. So okay, sure, guys, go take it. There's a lot. There's like nearly 1,000 of us here at the venue. So there's a very small chance that I'm gonna get that signed album. So after they did that draw, they had a quick Q&A wherein Jenny was having a hard time breathing. You could tell because she was breathing in very deeply. So I thought that maybe she's hot from the Philippine weather or whatnot, but no. It started from very hard breathing, hard and heavy breathing, to hard, heavy, fast breathing, wherein it became really alarming. So me being concerned, if you probably saw one of my fan counts during, if you're on Twitter, my friend uploaded the video, so you can probably find it on Twitter. I'm not gonna upload it here. I don't want to see it again because it's really, really alarming. And Jenny, are you okay? So anyway, so we were cheering, we were like shouting Jenny, 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 and during that time people thought that man, the staff are so like ignorant on what's happening. Well, in their defense, as I said, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. In their defense, we were actually yelling their names even when they weren't, even when they were off stage. So maybe they thought that we were just cheering Jenny, because people were yelling Jisoo, Lisa, Chaeyoung, and then people were constantly also cheering for Jenny. So maybe they thought that it was just they're just cheering for her, but no, we were actually trying to point out to you guys that she's not okay. She's about to faint or something. So there's this one blink, like she was close enough, or he or she was close enough. He actually pointed to Jenny and said Jenny, And then everyone else, like, yeah, guys, everyone point so that they will attend to her. So we all did. And when Kring, the MC, noticed that we were like pointing to Jenny, like she's not okay, she whispered something to her, which based on her tweet, she asked if Jenny was okay. But Jenny just smiled at her and nodded. But we knew that she wasn't okay. So Jisoo gave her like a sip of water. So she took a sip, faced back to the crowd, and gave a thumbs up, saying that she's fine now. That was a very unassuring thumbs up. So we were still very worried. That happened in a span of like 15 minutes, including the intro or whatnot. And then BlackPink actually went out of the stage, went backstage. Hopefully Jenny got attended to by a medical staff or whatsoever. Then like someone from the production, Shopee or whatever, talked to Kring, and Kring, who was the MC. Then Kring was like, there was a very quick glance. I was close enough to the stage to see that she had like a whoa moment. Whoa, like So she decided to hype up the crowd again. Like, guys, there's nothing to worry about. Come on, BlackPink's at backstage. They're gonna come out again. You know, be happy. Which was good on her. She kept on having the crowd engaged. That was really cool. But she then announced that, okay guys, we're gonna have the fan sign now for the top 40 spenders. Actually she said 50, but there's a whole story about that. Kindly check it on Twitter. Top 40. So I think hopefully it was just the top 40. Okay. So they started the fan sign, and so people were like trying to take pictures and videos of the fan sign. I admittedly tried to do so myself, but we were stopped by Shopee employees and bouncers to don't have it recorded, don't take pictures during the fan sign, which I understand. I went to fan signs before, or meet and greets. They really don't allow it when the fans are on stage having an intimate moment, then you take a picture. That's like, no, that's a big no-no. So yeah, sure. And hey, I didn't want to record someone else's moment, because to be honest, I tried to fight for that moment myself. I came close, but I lost. So it's like cheering for a stranger. Like, I'm happy for you, but I really don't want to record this. So I was like, I said to the employee, yeah, sure, gladly, I won't record this, sure. So yeah, we were just there. So, and they were playing BlackPink songs. So we were like trying to get our biases' attention whenever they didn't have anyone in front of them, because some spent a little too long on another member. So Jisoo was at the end. So whenever she ran out of someone to give an autograph to, she would just like look around at the crowd. So people were yelling Jisoo, Jisoo, yelling Lisa, Rose, and Jenny. So the annoying part was they asked us to keep quiet. Well, not quiet. Well, the Shopee employees told us to keep quiet. And the worst part of it is they had Kring, a K-pop fangirl herself, to ask the crowd to stay quiet. But what she did was she asked us to keep calm, which is really annoying, to be honest with you, because if you're one of those people who's been neglected by your friends and families because you're a K-pop fan, if you're one of those people who don't have a lot of K-pop friends who to share like spaz with or whatnot, to see something like, oh, look at this, Jisoo did something really cute, or look at their performance here, it's awesome, they won another award or whatsoever. You don't have anyone to talk to. This was supposed to be one of those events wherein you're with your co-blinks, you're with Blackpink's right in front of you. You're here to like cheer them on and like have a great time. And you were just, it felt like they were just asking us to sit down and just watch as the other people who hopefully deserve to be in the top 40 have their moment. So that was really heartbreaking when they asked us to stay quiet. But most of the people there didn't do it because as they were playing the song, we were singing along. Well, if you're not gonna have us yell, we're gonna sing along. And when they played "Stay," the part wherein everyone went la 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 la, you know, with their light sticks, like, guys, you can't take this away from us. And Kring, the MC, I saw in her face like, yeah, guys, come on, we can't stop them from having this moment. I mean, you already stopped them from taking pictures or videos right now at the fan sign, but you can't stop them from singing along. I mean, this is a moment for them. Being a girl herself of K-pop, being a well-known personality in the K-pop community, it's like a nod to us. Like, yeah, you should at least have this. I think I saw that just by looking at her facial expression. I don't know. I don't know her personally, but I think that's why she stopped. She stopped saying or asking us to keep quiet. So the next is after the fan sign, they actually had the girls outside of the table and in front again with Kring. After they were in front of Kring, they actually had their closing remarks. Everyone had like a big question mark on the top of their head, like, is this it? Because Chaeyoung actually said that we're very thankful that you guys are here, that you supported us with warm welcomes. We hope to see you again. When they said hope to see you again, everyone was like, what? But internally screaming. Everyone was internally screaming. And I couldn't believe it myself. Like, nah, you're just gonna say that, and then here's a song, at least one song. Or a few games, maybe? No, there wasn't any games, there wasn't any interactions, there wasn't a Q&A with the fans, there wasn't anything. It was just a pure fan sign, then we're just gonna say goodbye. So when they said goodbye, everyone's energy was drained. Everyone's energy just got drained from like 110 to like a negative 50. And I felt so bad for the next person who was gonna come out on stage, because Kring, being her job as an MC, tried to hype us up again, but as much as I wanted to, I couldn't. Because the next thing that happened was Dasri Choi came out with her dancers, and they danced a cover of BlackPink songs. She was amazing. I still looked at the stage and paid attention to it, but in the back of my mind, my energy was like negative. My energy was gone. My hype was gone, and there was just this huge disappointment inside me, and I don't know. So I was hoping that the rest of the crowd was actually paying attention to their performance. So I took a look. No one had their light sticks up and lit. I was the only one who had his light stick on, and I felt really bad for her. She's an amazing performer, along with everyone that she was on stage with. They worked really hard, and they didn't deserve like a very disappointed crowd. So when after her performance, everyone started leaving. So Kring actually asked us, "Hey, the event's not done. We still have a raffle." So yeah, sure, maybe there's another set of signed albums. So I kind of still sat down. After that, she said that the raffle is actually for a 1,000 peso voucher on Shopee, which everyone rolled their eyes without even looking at everyone. I knew that everyone rolled their eyes like, no, no, no. We don't want to spend any more money on Shopee. I don't. We were really disappointed because that then and there, my friends started standing up and like walking over and like asking me to leave. Let's go, let's go. It's gone. This is a huge disappointment, and to me, I just really couldn't believe it. Because the mechanics on what Shopee did, from a business perspective, it's pure genius. I mean, if you're a businessman, if you're part of Shopee, if you really want to profit, that is pure genius. But that is also pure evil. I mean, if they basically charged people like hundreds and thousands of pesos just for a few minutes to see BlackPink. Not one song was performed. There wasn't any interactions with the fan. There wasn't any Q&A. There wasn't anything. It was just them at the stage. The lucky top spenders gets to meet them. You just get to stare at them, and I don't know. It was really disappointing, knowing that I also spent like tens and thousands of pesos. It was so disappointing. So we left. When we left the venue, we went. I think from the Samsung Hall, he had an escalator going down to the mall, and the mall was already closed. But I was really surprised that it was still filled with blinks. Everyone was still waiting for for something to happen, at least like a glimpse of the girls. But since I did went down a little late, it was like a dead silent crowd, and it was just the people who attended just like ranting, like saying scam, scam, whatsoever. Which I really didn't want to say anything because I might say something really, really stupid and really, really hurtful. Because I know that the employees there were just doing their job. It's just that I was really disappointed with it. So I tried to calm down, but my friends were really enraged. And if you actually saw me on Twitter with my friend, she was ranting and she included me in her rant. It went viral for like, I think currently it has like 70,000 views on Twitter. And I really didn't want to say anything at the moment because I wanted to make like a constructive criticism, like what I'm trying to do now. Hopefully it's still unbiased, but you know, it is what it is. It was an event wherein we were overcharged. There might have been a very huge misunderstanding between the concept of fan meet or meet and greet, because other events that happened here in the Philippines, everyone had a great time. But the fact that it was really quick and the event was really rushed, it really didn't feel like a BlackPink event. It was a Shopee event featuring BlackPink. It's hard to accept it. So that's why people are calling it a scam, because in the end, it wasn't the influencers who won, because it wasn't the Blinks who won, it wasn't BlackPink who won, it was Shopee. Shopee was the main winner, is the big winner of all this, because they had a lot of profit. That's my take on the Shopee event. Hopefully I was as unbiased and not too into uh, not too emotional about this. I am still really upset, but reading other people's story on Twitter, like they came from Cebu, they came from other parts of the Philippines. They booked their flight, they booked their hotel, but they didn't get get to enter the venue. Sucks. There are more twisted stories there, and experiences that are way worse than mine. There was a top spender who explained why there's a top 50, why it was pushed to a top 50. Go check it out on Twitter. Man, oh man. It was a huge disappointment, and I hope that it will never ever happen again for any K-pop artist, for any artist whatsoever. I hope like fans don't get abused like this anymore. Anyway, that's my take. So thanks for watching, and check out a few other tweets on Twitter if you want to learn about other stories about it, about their experiences. But that's my experience. So thanks for watching. Bye.